New month, new Balatrodle and PokéDoku session. And with that, also, new start. So let's go for another $6 uncommon throwback. Okay. So it's not Tang Smoke, it is non-scaling. Uncommon, non-scale, 4 fingers? Okay, we're on the right track. Smeared. Or yes. Bingo! Alright, great start to August. Perfect. Alright. The usual. Alright, and now we have our PokéDoku. Okay, a lot of first partner options here. Kanto first partner. How about Eevee partner? Ooh, that was thought of. That means Pikachu was also thought of. Ooh. That's actually a really bad hit, considering there's, what, like, at least 11 options here? Damn. I want to know if Espeon and Umbreon count for this because of Colosseum. I want to know. I don't think they do. So, how about a Croconaw? Oh, these are, I mean, whatever. And you know what, just give me Blaziken. Put the Blaziken in the bag. We're already not hitting great. Yeah, yeah. Kanto Monotype. Okay, what do I want to go for here? How about Blastoise, G-Max, actually. Blastoise G-Max. Okay. Johto Monotype. How about in this one? How about we go for Porygon 2? That's my goat right there. Okay, and then a Monotype from Hoenn. How about Deoxys Defense? Okay, and then Dual Type from Kanto. Okay, how about a Beedrill Mega? Dual Type from Johto. How about you give me Houndoom Mega? And for this one, why not Altaria Mega? Okay. Charizard's the least common here? What the fuck? Okay, Eevee was not a great hit. Partner Eevee was a bad hit there. Partner, I consider Pikachu, but I changed to Eevee last minute. That would have been a much better option. Damn. Typhlosion. Okay, I mean, Crocodile's actually not that bad for here. Crocodile's like right in the middle, actually. Glad I went for that instead of Bayleaf. Okay. Alright, we hit the least common. Let's go. That's my Blaziken. Least common by 1. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Okay, Machamp, Machop G-Max. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, I think Blastoise G-Max is actually a very good hit there based on the options here. Yeah, I would say that's not that bad. Yeah, understandable. Blissey. I consider Blissey. I thought Blissey, but I was like, no, I want to go for my bird, my Drinky bird. What did I say for this one again? I said Deoxys Defense. Okay. What is the lowest Deoxys form actually? I'm curious. Okay, Deoxys Attack. I had the worst Deoxys form? Hello? I feel mildly robbed? That's fucked up. Pidgeot Mega. I consider Pidgeot Mega. I don't think, yeah, Pidgeot Mega's not that bad either, so yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good hit. Igglybuff. Yeah, Houndoom Mega, very good hit. And Meditite. Okay, yeah, Mega, okay. Our worst hit there was by far and away Partner Eevee. But honestly, overall, that's not terrible. It's a bit better than we've been doing over the last few days, so we take those. Good start to August for the Balatrodle and the PokéDoku. So yeah, pause music and end today's Balatrodle PokéDoku. Alright. It's August now, so yay! PokéDoku, Balatrodle, in August again. Throwback again. Oh, okay, so it's what? Red card? No, it's further scaling. Okay, hold on. Popcorn? No. Okay, it's a $4 scaling. Is it abstract again? No, it's not. Okay, it's not supernova. It's not one word though. Superposition's not a scaling plus mode. No. Supercut? No, it's a common. It's a common. Swashbuckler. Yes. There we go. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I know it was abstract the other day. I just couldn't remember Swashbuckler for a minute. I also forget the prices of the food jokers, but hey, there's Balatrodle done. PokéDoku time. Boop. Okay. Sinnoh evolved by level up. Oh, okay, no, my brain earlier thought Mantike. No. Incorrect, actually, because, well, Mantine does evolve by level up. It's not a Sinnoh Pokemon. So, no. No. I think. I want to say, like, a baby Pokemon, but, like, the baby Pokemon tend to not evolve into a Pokemon from Sinnoh. So, that's not right. Technically Glaceon and Leafeon, but not anymore, so I don't think those would count either. Licky? Okay, good start. Sinnoh Ghost, okay. Spiritomb, Giratina Origin, and the other one, Altered, that's the name of it. Regular old Rotom... Actually, yeah, regular old Rotom, yeah. Sinnoh Dragon, okay. I feel like a Giratina form here is not a bad call, but maybe I'll go for... Garchomp Mega? Yeah, I'll go for Garchomp Mega. Okay. Fire evolved by level up. What would I want to go for here? Obviously, Torchic is tempting, but I want to try and think of something else. The only baby fire type I can think of right now is Magby? But no, I don't want to go for that one. Marowak Alola? I'm pretty sure that's a level evo. Yes, it is. Okay. There's a lot of these hits, to be fair. That doesn't feel amazing, but okay. Oh, hey, Fire Ghost. Right. I mean... Okay, Chandelure. Obviously not a bad one. I mean, Chandelure's probably a pretty bad one there. I feel like we had a recent Fire Ghost type. I want to say we did have a recent... Oh, I was just going to Persephone. That works. Okay. Fire Dragon. Okay, Turtonator... I know we had a recent one of these, Gouging Fire. Okay, now Fighting type evolved by level up. I'm trying to think of a cross-gen Evo if we can. Or something, like, you know, low-key here. Maybe something like Fighting type, but evolved to, like, Night or something. No, Surfetch does not level up. No, can't do Surfetched. We can always come back to it. How about Fighting Ghost? There's only like 2 or 3 of these. Annihilate or Marshadow? Okay, so pretty much 50-50, I believe, yeah. Okay, and then Fighting Dragon. Komodo line? There's those 2. And I want to say there's one more? Oh, Koraidon. Yeah, there's not a lot of hits there. Okay. Fighting evolved by level up. Annihilate would have been pretty good there, but it would have been the like worst hit for that kind of thing. Oh no, it's not level up either. Is it? Is it? No, it's... Is it? Whatever. Either way, it's not relevant because I can't guess it. One more fighting, one more fighting. I know there's a bunch of obvious ones, but I obviously don't want to try and go for an obvious one. I think fighting types from Gen Halucha, but no. Ooh, what about Hakamoto? Okay, there we go. There we go. We had a pretty unique one there. 116 to 106. It's been a while since we have one that's that unique. Okay. Weavile, fair enough. There's a lot of options. Licky still very good though. Still very, very good. Frostlass, Giratina, Olive, Drifblim. Rotom was not a great hit. Yeah, I should have went for Giratina there. Giratina, Olive. I mean, hey. Garchomp Mega second best. Delphox, Teflon, Hisui. Okay, yeah, I mean, Marowak is still pretty good. Marowak is still very good there. Teflon, Hisui, yeah, fair enough. Skeledirge. I mean, Blacephalon, you know. Third best, not bad, not bad. Gouging Fire, best hit, okay. Sneasler. Sneasler's a really good one, dude. I just always forget about. Then again, it seems like a lot of people do. I mean, Hakamoto, not a bad hit either, so. We take those. Annihilate, yeah, I'd say that was a 50-50. And Koraidon, the best hit. Alright. Good day for the PokéDoku and the Balatrodle. But yeah, we get to pause music, and that is it for that today. Let us get on to video gaming. Let's get started. So yeah, an explanation as to why I missed yesterday, both for stream and for the Balatrodle and PokéDoku crowd. So Saturday, obviously Saturday I played through Modern Warfare 2, the usual. Okay, first of all, no RNG, cheaper common, got it. Crafting. Okay, it's not crazy. Yeah, I clicked craft. Is it clever? Yeah, okay. It was like one or the other, really. I just couldn't remember the name of it exactly. Alright. But yeah, so things were going as normal on the Saturday. And then for the... I went to bed at like 11:30 p.m. on the Saturday, which that's not terrible. Like, that's fairly standard. When my sleep schedule's like this. Which is like, okay, sure, whatever. Fair enough. And on Sunday, very early Sunday for me, friends were going to be playing Peak, but I was like, I will not be able to join for that, I will be sleeping, etc, etc, okay. Hold on. Rock type that learns Flamethrower. The obvious ones are obviously a Rock Fire type, but I want to go for one of those. I know Rampardos can learn Fire Blast. I don't know if it learns Flamethrower. I want to say Aerodactyl Mega can learn Flamethrower here. I feel like I've used Aerodactyl for a Rock type, or... Yeah, a Rock type that learns... Maybe not Rock type that learns Flamethrower, but like an out-of-the-way Pokemon that learns Flamethrower. I want to say Aerodactyl Mega. Okay, yeah, okay. Could have been worse, could have been worse. Rock dual type, okay. There's a lot of these. So, yeah. So, I was like, okay. That's on Sunday, but I'm not going to be able to stream. So I figured, you know, I'll just get some sleep. That's fine. I got 2 hours of sleep, and my body woke up for the peak, and was not able to get back to sleep afterwards. And then I ended up being awake for like 15 hours afterwards, which not great. And yeah, that was when I said my sleep schedule got sniped from the top rope from Discord. That was something. Yeah, give me Iron Boulder. Bug Rock, Dwebble, Crustle. I know there's more. I know there's more. Unfortunately, it's interesting. Oh, there's Armaldo. That's another one. But yeah, when that happened, I was like, oh. And yeah, then I got like a few more hours of sleep. Woke up at like midnight, 1 a.m. Sunday going into Monday. I was understandably really tired when doing that. I want to say there's another one other than Dwebble and Crustle and Armaldo and Anorith. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go Anorith then. I feel there's another one, but I'm not remembering it, so... Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was really tired unsurprisingly, so I went to sleep at like 9, 10 a.m. and woke up at like 4, 5. So yeah, you know, I'm slowly working on catching up on the sleep that I missed. And then also today is very, very like windy where I live. So what I would normally be doing about an hour from now, or I guess 2 hours from now, was not on. So I just figured I would just do like a short bonus stream to make up for the fact that no stream yesterday. Okay, Branched Flamethrower Evil. What do I want to choose here? I feel like there's not a lot of these, right? I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of these. Because, well, first of all, there's not even really that many branched evils. So I'm like, We can come back to that one. We can come back to that one. We can come back to that one. Okay. Branched evil, dual type. Okay. Oh, is it the same Pokemon that can evolve into 2 different ones? It is not different forms. My brain is not the greatest at this right now. I said I kind of got very funky sleep right now, so I'm trying to think. Don't take branched evil. Well, let's try to think of the branched evils. We got Gloom, which is the obvious one. We got Poliwhirl, which is not dual type. Arrow's not dual type. I know I'm missing a lot here. I know I'm missing a lot here. I know Gloom is the obvious one, and I know there's another one that I'm forgetting about. Eevee is a branched evil, but that doesn't count because that's a single type. Curlia is another one. That's actually not. I think we're gonna go Curlia here. I don't think there's that many options overall. I think there's like at most 3. So I'm gonna go Curlia. Okay. A bug with a branched evolution. Okay. What is there's a bug type with a Burmy! Burmy here. But there's also Nincada. Slowpoke. Slowpoke is another option. That's a good one. That's a good one. That would have also worked there. Give me Nincada here, because that's a bug branched evil. Yep, okay. Flamethrower branched evil. Fuck, I think Slowpoke learns Flamethrower, but now that that's been said, I don't think I'm gonna go for it here. Unless it's like the only option. I mean, a Wurmple's an option for that one. God, yeah, Slowpoke works for this, because I know Slowbro and Slowking learn Flamethrower. But I'm trying to think. Is there another one that does? Flying type learns Flamethrower. Alright, what do we want to go for here? Yeah, go for normal Aerodactyl. Yeah, give me normal Aerodactyl here, right? Yep. That works. Flying dual type. Okay. Let's try and think of something that's not... Ooh, hold on. My least favorite Pokemon of all time. And then Flying Bug. Okay, there's a decent amount of these. You got Butterfree and Mega Butterfree. You got Vivian. You got Beautifly. Mothim. Mothim's an option. Ninjask is another option. Actually, no, yeah, give me Ninjask. I don't think I've ever guessed Ninjask, and I remembered ending Kata for once, so... Yeah. Okay. I feel like G-Max Butterfree was probably better there, but I don't care. I know there's... I don't know if Slowpoke went thing, I said I know Slowbro and Slowking do. I don't know if Slowpoke does. But I want to say there's another option here. Branched Flamethrower Evil. That's what the question is there a branched fire type? I know it's going to be an obvious one though. Is it the obvious type to go for a fire branched evil? I'm just trying to think of if there actually is one of them. I'm sure there is. I'm like 99% sure there is a fire branched evil, but I'm blanking on which one it is. I think I might have to go Slowpoke here. And I don't even know if it works. I don't even know if that's a correct answer here. I'm trying to think. Fire branch. I'm like sure there's like one branched evil for every type, but I don't know which one it is. Okay, let me just start thinking about fire types. Ideally non-legendaries, unless legendary counts. My brain is not one to stick on a gen for a very long time. Hold on. Okay, Gen 1 fire types. Charmander line. Growlithe line. Ninetales line. Magmar. Not branched. None of those are branched. Let's see, what else does people like playing have? Rapidash, that's not branched. That is not branched. Moltres, which not branched. Okay, Gen 2 fire types. Obviously, Cyndaquil line, not, well, technically branched, but it's two different forms of the same Pokemon, so it doesn't count here. Slugma, haha. Macargo, Houndour, Houndoom, Mega Houndoom. It doesn't have to be a fire type, I know, it does not have to be a fire type, but I'm currently thinking about fire types, see if there's any branched ones that I can remember. No, Gen 2, and Entei, obviously, Entei, and Ho-Oh. Obviously, the Torchic line, never in Gen 3, Torchic line, not branched. Camerupt and Numel. Primo Groudon, which not branched, none of those are branched either. Torkoal, doesn't evolve. I think there's another fire type here in Hoenn. We can leave it for now. Chimchar line, Magmar, not branched. Rotom Fire doesn't learn Flamethrower, so that's out of the running. Keytron doesn't evolve. Yeah, there's not that many Sinnoh Fire types conveniently, so, you know, just whoosh. Gen 5, obviously you have the Tepig line. What else do we have? Fire, Pansage, not branched. Littlepine, not branched. Volcarona, not branched. Keybore doesn't evolve. I know there's not like non-fire. We might just have to go Slowpoke here. Assuming it does even learn it. Which I said, I know its evils do. I'm not sure if Slowpoke itself does. Let's see, Gen 6, I'll say Fennekin line. I know I'm missing a fair few fire types here. And I feel like I'm missing a Blaine one. It ain't even said. I know it doesn't have to be fire type, but let's see. Let's see, Gen 6, yeah. Pyroar. Other fire types, other fire types. Talonflame, not branched. No fire type legendary. Oh no, Volcanion. Sorry, that was a mythical. Sorry, it's a mythical. This is our longest PokéDoku in a while, I'm gonna be real. I might just go for Slowpoke here. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, okay. That was not a great one, I think. But no, because that Hisuian Typhlosion is just an alternate form of regular Typhlosion. Oh, we had some bad hits here. Well, I mean, that's a branched fire, but it probably would have been guessed more. Oh, Slowpoke Galar. Okay, yeah. I'm glad I didn't think of Charcadet. I thought about Galar, but I'm like, I'm not sure on Galar here. I'm not 100% there. Ashadon. I mean, Mega Arrow's not that far off, to be fair. Mega T-Tar would have been better, but Mega Arrow's not that far off. So that's good. Larvitar. What do we say for that one? Iron Boulder. I mean, Iron Boulder's really close to #1, so yeah, that's good. Armaldo, Anorith. Well, second best. Okay, I forgot about Cleaver and Shuckle, so I'm glad I didn't go for Dwebble at least. Well, those two are almost identical, so like, fair enough. Slowpoke Galar, yeah, we already tried that one. Ninkata, Ninkata twice doesn't count. Scyther, Slowpoke, Curlia. Yeah, Curlia was the worst one. There's not a lot of options. I just forgot about a lot of them. Yeah, Curlia was probably our biggest miss there. Ninkata, best hit, obviously. Aerodactyl, still pretty good. Yeah, obviously Mega Aerodactyl's better, but regular Aerodactyl's not bad. Dartrix. I'm honestly surprised Dartrix is as high up as it is. I guess people just don't think it's a flying type. And Amber's Incarnate's not a bad hit either. Well, I guess flying, there's a ton of flying dual types, oh my god. Yeah, there's so many of them, holy shit. Like, And then Ladybug. Wow, Ladybug, huh? Ninjask was on average hit, yeah, okay. Our only bad hit there really was, Curlia. But yeah, I know that one took a while, but my brain is kind of fried. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but hey. It's fine, it's fine. Just elongates the stream and the video, so good. My YouTube. Oh, for this round. Hopefully my brain isn't that fried for the guessing games today. I hope we've been doing well, Fire. Yeah, put a whack start for this month. Wow, everything but Time Smelt, huh? Castle? Yep. Haha, 69 total wins. Nice. Easy guesses on the Balatrodle today. Alright. Perfect. Okay, hide that and swap PokéDoku. Really, went really quickly. I've yet to get Balatrodle on the immediate, like, one turn guess. Ghost, no evolution line. Quite a few options here. Part of me wants to go for Pecharunt now, but I can go for it later because there's Poison, no evolution line. What was nice? That's good. That's good at least. I got a lot more sleep last night than I did the last couple of nights, so that was nice. Which is why I'm hoping my brain's not as foggy. Yeah. What Ghost no evil line do I want to go for here that is not Pecharunt? Hold on. I could go for Mimikyu, yeah. Mimikyu don't have an evil line. Let's go Mimikyu Busted, actually. Okay. Ghost Dark. There's like 3 of these? Spiritomb, Sableye, Mega Sableye. Sableye Mega. Maybe there's a 4th one, but I'm gonna go Sableye Mega. Oh, that was like the worst one. Maybe the second worst one. Ghost Legendary. Okay, Giratina. Gen 5 have a Ghost Legendary? No. Gen 6? No. It has a Ghost Mythical. Gen 7? Yes, Gen 7 does, in Lunala and Necrozma Dawnwings. Gen 8, Spectrier, however you want to say it, and Calyrex Shadow Rider. And Gen 9... No, it does not. Let's go for Spectrier. Okay, Poison Revolution. Now it's Pecharunt time. Poison Dark. Last time we went for Drapion. Awful idea. Very bad. Let's go for Quillfish Sui. Actually, no, Overquill. 10%? Okay. Poison Legendary. There is not actually a lot of these. Like, I'm pretty sure Eternatus was the first Poison-type Legendary. And there's 2 forms of Eternatus. Let's think. None others in Gen 8. Gen 9, Koraidon, Miraidon, Ogerpon, Terapagos. Yeah, I think it's just Eternatus. Maybe one other. I'm just gonna go for Eternatus, Eternamax. Maybe I'm just forgetting some, but I thought Eternatus was the first poison type legendary. Johto no evolution line. Okay. I mean, there's obviously the legendaries, but what else is there as a potential option? There's Unknown. Unknown would be funny. There's Delibird. What else? What else is there? I'm gonna go with Delibird, actually. 4.8%? Alright. Johto Dark type. Go Tyranitar. That's how you spell Tyranitar. Tyranitar Mega. Okay. And Johto Legendary. So that's Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, Po. Only 5. Let's go for the Water Dog. Because yeah, I don't think there's any others. Because none of the legendaries here have like a Mega or a G-Max or anything like that, so... Okay. Okay, we got one bad hit on the uniqueness scale here. I think it was Sableye. Yeah, Mega Sableye was correct. Okay, yeah, Necrozma Wings for Ghost no Evolution line. What did I say for that? Oh. Mimikyu busted. Okay, Mimikyu is not a great option. There's definitely a few better ones, but yeah. Regular Sableye was the best option there. Okay, Necrozma Wings. I did think of that. Should have guessed it. Spectre is not bad. It's number 3 of 6, so it's top half. Iron Moth, number 1 for Poison no Evolution line.
Oh yeah.
Hedgehog was pretty bad. Raymer, Alola, Proficiency, Overkill. Yeah, okay. Glad I didn't go for Drapion this time. It was still the worst one. Monkey Dory. Oh, there's those! I forgot about the fucking... the DLC. I forgot about them. Yep. I remembered Ogerpon, but I didn't remember these. Okay. Regular Quillfish for Johto no Evolution line. Delibird was still a pretty good guess, actually. Good. Delibird was a pretty good guess. And then Titar, Mega, and Suicune were the top 2 in the last one. So hey, I got at least, I got 2 of the best hits at least. Although we did get one of the worst ones with Mega Sableye. But you know, I've had worse. I've definitely had worse performances. And it's definitely a show that I'm doing better since that one only took like 6 minutes total. And that's including the Balatrodle. But the music's almost done and I'm gonna end the recording when the music is done. Because the music is pretty much done. Now I just need to put up Power Wash and it'll be good to go. Perfect. Alright. That's it for today, at least. Much faster than yesterday. Twice as fast, you would even say. We have our usual stream beginning to go. So, as usual, let's start off with Throwback. Unscaling Common Plus Mo. Give me a raffle. It's $4. Okay, but we're on the right track. It's $4. Not scaling, so I can't do abstract. Would raised fist be counted as scaling? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go for it then. Okay, it's not the banana. Banana has RNG involved. Even Steven? Okay. Okay, so it's 4 letters in the second one. Happy scary face. Smiley face? That it is. Alright. Hey. Not bad. Could have been a little faster, but not bad. Alright. Hide that and get ready for the PokéDoku time. We got Kalos Monotype. Okay, what do we want for Kalos Monotype? Xerneas feels like one of the obvious ones, and I don't want to go for that. Sylveon also feels really obvious. How about a Sliggoo? Okay. A Alolan Monotype. Okay. Okay, what do we want to go for here? How about Fomantis. I don't think I've ever guessed Fomantis in this one. Okay. A Galarian monotype. How about Glastrier? Okay. Colossian ground type. I know there's not a ton of these. There's Zygarde 50% and Digchungus. I think it's literally just those two. So, you know. So let's do Zygarde 50%. Yeah, that was literally a 50-50. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so ground Alola. Funnily enough, I feel like people are gonna. I feel like I said this before. People will be primed to pick Zygarde again. But like, I feel like that might also be the thought process of people are primed to pick Zygarde again, so they don't. But then other people are like, oh, they're not gonna pick Zygarde again because they're thinking people are gonna pick it again. Let's go for Zygarde 10 though. Okay. Galarian ground type. How about Stunfisk Galar? I actually remembered the existence of that one this time. That's how you know I'm on the ball today. I would not have remembered that otherwise. Colossian grass type. You got the starters. All the Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. How about Gourgeist? Give me Gourgeist at large. Alolan grass type. Okay. Obviously, again, starters. Alolan Eggy. What other options do we have here? What other options? Kartana. Kartana. Not a bad choice, I don't think. Fomantis would be really good here. All three grounds. That would have been funny, but unfortunately, cannot. Give me Kartana. That doesn't look great, but I don't remember how many grass types there are here. And Galarian grass type. DLC? None. Okay, what other options do we have here? Obviously the starters. Gmax Rillaboom? That's a potential option. What else do we have? Eldegoss, Gossifleur. I want to say there's more later on in the decks, but my brain's kind of blanking on them. Is there a Galarian form that's a grass type though? Surfetched, Cursola, Berserker, Runerigus, none of those are grass. Let's just go Rillaboom Gmax. Sure. Get that out of the way. There are not that many. Okay. Score of 89 to 74. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, least common. Avalugg. It's always Avalugg. Sliggoo's not bad though. Number 5. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take that. Steenie, Serena. I always forget Serena. Why do I always forget Serena? Celesteela is what you're thinking of. Fomantis is a lot worse than Serena, but I always forget about that one. Poltergeist. Okay, yeah, there's a decent amount of options here. What did I say? I said Spectre, didn't I? Oh, Glastrier. I mean, Glastrier is not terrible. It just doesn't look like. Is Spectre much further down? Or did I already go past? Nope, it's much further up. Okay. Yeah, that was the good hit. Like I said, that was literally a 50-50. Those two are like right next to each other. Come on. Fair enough. Galarian Mask. Hey, Stunfisk Galar's number 2. Not bad. Pumpkaboo average. I mean, there's like so many different Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist here that's like completely fine. Unrelated to its appearance. Outside of the names, outside of Steel, yeah. Shiinotic, Morlo, Dartrix, Delphice, Kartana. I mean, hey. Kartana looks like it's above the midway point too, so yeah. And Flapple, Appletown, yeah, these ones. Rillaboom Gmax is probably our worst hit, and if that's our worst hit, then we had a really, really good day in PokéDoku today. That's how you know I'm back up to at least 90% capacity after the horrific situation the other day during Modern Warfare 3's PokéDoku. But yeah, that's it for today's session. Okay, Balatrodle. PokéDoku. Listen, I didn't know how to continue the joke you made.
Yeah, it's okay. It's actually just funnier that it's like, okay, moving on.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to continue. Also, hi, Fire. How are you? Welcome on. Wow, okay. I hit all categories matched perfectly. Okay. That's a very long one-word joker that begins with C. There's also its consolation. Yep. Doing drawings? Well, hopefully the drawings are doing well. I am doing alright. Had to go out earlier today to do stuff, but now we're home and ready to play Power Wash with friends after Balatrodle and PokéDoku. Sinnoh flying type. Gimme Honchcrow. Okay, Sinnoh grass type. How about Shaman Sky? Well, that would also work for flying type. I think you sent this that early. Oh, you sent right. And then Sinnoh Dragon type. Okay, the obvious one here is like a Garchomp member. But what others could I go for? I know there's obviously the legendaries of Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. Actually, no, let's go for Giratina Altered here. Hoenn flying type. Okay. How about Rayquaza Mega? Okay. Hoenn grass type. There's actually not a lot of these. There's Roselia and the starters. So how about Sceptile Mega? Wait, no, I could do Sceptile Mega for Hoenn Dragon, actually. So maybe I shouldn't do Sceptile Mega here. I still have my there too. I've heard about that. It's in okay. I mean, hey, you're still contributing, right? That's fun. Let's see, Hoenn grass type, as I said, Roselia, starters, Tropius. Is that it? I know Hoenn didn't add a ton of grass types. Which is why Swampert is so good in Hoenn, because there's only like 3 grass types you ever have to fight. Okay. I feel like Tropius is not a great choice. I feel like Roselia might be a better one, but I'm gonna go Tropius. And then Dragon. How about Sceptile Mega? That's a Hoenn Dragon type, that's for sure. There we go. And then Mega Evolved Flying type. How about Pidgeot Mega? Oh, that's a bad one. Holy shit. There was like 3 or 4 of those. That was an awful choice. That's probably the worst choice there because there was Mega Rayquaza, Mega Salamence, and Mega Pidgeot at the bare minimum. Also Mega Pinsir would have been so much better. Fuck. Well, I messed that one up. Still technically a correct answer, but it's a bad answer. Mega Evolved Grass type. How about Abomasnow Mega? God, I had such a good PokéDoku yesterday. I'm so sad it was not streamed. Okay, then Mega Evolved Dragon type. Let's go. Is there one that adds Dragon that isn't Salamence? I could go Salamence, but well, sorry, that isn't set. That was what I meant to there. I don't think so. I don't think Mega Dragonite's here, unfortunately. No, it's not. Damn, that would have been funny. Ooh, Altaria. Altaria Mega is not a bad pick there. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad one. Okay. Yeah, I think Mega Altaria, Mega Pidgeot is definitely like our worst pick there for sure. Oh. Okay. Mantike. Mantike would have been a good Sinnoh flying type. Honchcrow. Towards the middle. Not bad. Abomasnow Mega. Well, Shaman Sky's not a bad hit there either, so that's good. Oh hey, Giratina Altered. Best hit. Nice. Go me. Salamence Mega. Rayquaza Mega's still not that bad. Okay, Tropius would have been a bad hit there. Cordilli. Cordilli would have been a good grass type. I just forgot it exists. I mean, still, could have had a worse hit. Latios Mega. I mean, Sceptile Mega's not that bad. It's only number 3, and even then, it's still fairly close. As I said, our worst hit there by far was the Pidgeot. That ruined our score. The Abomasnow Mega is the best hit there, and then Latios Mega. Altaria Mega wasn't great, but Pidgeot Mega ruined our score. And that sucked. Honestly, anything but Pidgeot Mega, we were much better score. Because honestly, out of the rest of that, that's not that bad. But yeah, speedy PokéDoku and Balatrodle today. Yippee! Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually turn down the music, but Balatrodle and PokéDoku. Here's the music. Let me turn it down, and then we'll put the music back on. Yeah. Okay. So with that, we'll get going. Throwback as usual. Okay, everything but times malt. Let's go castle. I'll take off castle. Okay. Satellite. No. Oh, interesting. Turtle bead. No. Okay. I don't think it's plus malt. If it was plus malt, it would be yellow here. So what other options do we have? Okay, it's not money, so it can't be rocket. I think we try and try and find out what the ability is. I don't think this. I'm pretty sure this does not scale, but I'm gonna go Sixth Sense. Okay, it's not creation. Huh. Okay, then that leaves it as either retrigger or copy, or other. Because I said it can't be plus mult. I don't think it can be plus mult plus chips. So what scaling other abilities are there? Gift card would be considered econ, right? Yeah, no, I thought so. It's also not scaling. I guess it kind of is. Has to be uncommon. Dusk isn't scaling. Plus, when I was hand discards, that would be a retrigger. I guess you're trying to find out if it's a retrigger effect, right? Okay, it is. It's a scaling retrigger slash copy. Oh, copy. Can't be hacked because, again, non-scaling. This has to be a difficult one. It can't be egg. It's not space. Oh, no. 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 This is actually kind of tough. Seance doesn't scale. Huh. Money, rare. That doesn't really scale? Huh. No. Yeah, it's retrigger or copy effect, so... Seltzer. Ah, yes, that is a retrigger, scaling retrigger because it goes down. Okay. Fair enough, yeah. Also, the streak is gone because since I was in hell yesterday, I actually forgot to do the Balatrodle all day. Because I initially, obviously, planned to stream yesterday. That didn't happen. And by the time I remembered the Balatrodle, it was the next day, and I'm like, God damn it, well, that streak's on. However, I did not lose my PokéDoku streak. So, I guess we'll get going with that one. Okay, Paradox Electric. There's what, like, 3 or 4 of those? There's Shocks, Sandy Shocks, Iron Thorns, Raging Bolt. Is that it? Hold on. Sandy Shocks, Raging Bolt, Iron Thorns. I don't think Miraidon counts. So I think it's just those 3. How about Iron Thorns? Oh, there's Iron Hands as well. Okay, let's go for Iron Thorns though. Okay, good hit. Paradox Steel, there's what, like 2 or 3 of these? Let's see. Iron Treads. Hold on, let's take the past ones. We got Great Tusk, no. We have Screamtail, no. Slither Wing, no. Yeah, I don't think any of the past ones are Steel type, are they? It's all going to be the future ones, which would be Iron Treads, yes. Iron Bundle, no. Iron Moth, no. Iron Valiant, no. Iron Jugulus, no. I think it's like a 50-50, so I'm going to go for Iron Crown. Oh, sorry, I think this is a 50-50. Okay. Psychic, okay. Screamtail, Iron Crown and the others. Actually, yeah, you know what? Give me, iron, boulder. Okay. And then we have rock electric. Okay, oh, there's a second one. Huh. Well, I guess we'll come back to that. Rock steel. How about, ooh, how about, Bastiodon? Okay, rock psychic. Ooh. Iron Boulder was a good one for here. So Soul Rock, Lunatone, Iron Boulder. I feel like there's another one. Um, I want to say there's another one, but don't tell me if there is until we're done. Because it could theoretically still apply in the rock one on the left there. But just give me Lunatone here, yeah. Ugh, that's probably the worst one I hit. Electric Rock. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Alolan Electric type. I know we have Xurkitree, we have Togedemaru. Think Charjabug is electric? I know Grubbin's bug, but I'm pretty sure Charjabug is bug electric. But I don't know if I want to commit to that yet. I know there's also Vikavolt, obviously. What other electric types may there be? Is there a reach? Ooh, there's a Alolan Raichu, but that's probably a very, very obvious one. So, I'm not gonna go for that. What else do we have? Zeraora. Ooh, yeah, Zeraora, actually. That's a good hit. I've been doing some more during the week, like we can add word on first scouts and crews after I to put some sesame counter whalers, then we got a counter whaler hybrid, nice. Let's see, Alolan Steel type. Ooh, Togedemaru is not a bad pick here because it might be picked in the electric one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's go for Togedemaru here and see what happens. Okay. I feel like that could have been better. And Alolan Psychic type. How about Cos... No, I feel like Cosmoem's an obvious one. Maybe I should go for that one. Don't think there's a Psychic type Ultra Beast, is there? Because it goes Nihilego, Rock Poison, Buzzwole and Pheromosa, Bug Fighting, Celesteela, Steel Flying, Xurkitree, Electric, Guzzlord, which is Dark Dragon. I feel like I'm missing one between those. And then we have Poipole, Naganadel, Blacephalon, and Stakataka. Okay, Stakataka could have fit in Rock Steel, which we already put in one for. Damn. Whatever. Okay. I feel like there's a Psychic type that I'm missing. A fairly obvious one. No, a fairly obvious one that's also low-key, if that makes sense. Like I said, there's a Alolan Raichu, Bruxish. Okay, and then a Rock Electric type. Oh, shit, that's a tough one. I don't actually know what Rock Electric types there are that aren't Iron Thorns. Huh. There has to be two. But I thought Iron Thorns was a unique type combination. I guess I was wrong. Shit, is there like a cooler iron? I mean, I guess Tyranitar would be a cooler Iron Thorns. What would it be? Shit. Who it is? Okay. I know none of the Rotoms are rocks. There's obviously, you know, electric ghost, electric fire, water, grass, ice, flying. This is tough. I should have used Iron Crowns here. Iron Thorns. Oops. That was obviously the one I could think of. What's if I can't think of the other one, then what is the other one? A Lowland Geodude line! Okay. Okay, I definitely hit a bad one there, but let's see. Okay, least common. Miraidon. Miraidon counts as a paradox? God damn it. I even considered it too, but I was like, no, that's a legendary. I don't think it counts as a paradox. Of course it fucking did. God damn it. Okay, Iron Crown. Yeah, let's say Iron Crown was the best for two of them. I mean, hey, best and second best. That's a pretty good pick. Pretty good pick, right? Geodude, okay. I guess you went for Geodude, but I mean, hey, Gravelo's not bad. Shieldon. Some forms. Yep, I see. I consider Shieldon. I went for Bashidon instead. Okay, fair enough. Iron Boulder. Oh yeah, I couldn't go for Iron Boulder there, so it was literally just a 50-50, and I hit the worst of the two options, which fair. Zero Aura best hit. Magearna. Oh, Magearna would have been a good one too. Fuck. Togedemaru is the worst. And Necrozma Duskmane. That would have been good. Necrozma. I forgot about Necrozma. Fuck. Damn. Okay. I mean, we had some good ones, and the fact that I remembered other rock-led types was impressive when I was blanking them for a while, but you know, could have been better. Could have been better. But yeah, that's it for today. Long one today, but that's just because I think the Balatrodle took up longer than usual, and then obviously, you know, rock-led was difficult. But yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, the PokéDoku and Balatrodle are slightly skewed schedule-wise, but we're still doing it. So, let it rip. So yeah, throwback start. Yeah, I actually did Tuesday's Balatrodle early, because I thought it would have been Mondays. It was not. Okay, so this is $5 scaling, red card. I'm on the right track. P. Popcorn? I think it's popcorn. Yes, it is. Alright. Great start, Okay. And that's that for Balatrodle. On to PokéDoku. There we go. Okay. Fire type from Hisui. There's Typhlosion, Growlithe, Arcanine. And I think that's it? I think it's just them. Yeah, let's go for Growlithe. That may be the worst one, or the second worst one, maybe in the middle. Fire type from Kalos. So starters, Pyroar, Volcanion. Fire ground type. There's not a ton of these. Camerupt, Numel, Mega Camerupt. I want to say there's more. Hold on, let me try and think. No starters for that type. Okay, I'll just go. I feel like Camerupt Mega is probably a bad choice, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, there's not a lot. Ghost type from Hisui. Okay, so that'd be what? Typhlosion? Hisuian Typhlosion, and one more. Okay. What else is there? Cleaver, Overquill, Enamorus, Hisuian Lilligant, again Hisuian Arcanine, Hisuian Typhlosion, Samura. I'm just not all out loud. We'll come back to that, but at the moment we have Hisuian Typhlosion in the bank, which may actually be a good play regardless because of this. Because it's a fire and ghost. Okay, ghost type from Kalos. There's a bunch of pumpkin here. Let's go Hoopa Confined. Because there's Hoopa Unbound, which is double weak to Bug, which means it's Psychic Dart. That's actually how I remember that. Not a bad way to remember it, to be fair. And Ghost to Ground. There's not a ton of these. I know that there's Golurk, and Runerigus. Hisuian Dual Type. Okay. Give me Palkia Origin. Good. Colossian dual type. How about Hoopa Unbound? Okay, and then dual type with a ground. Golurk are tempting for this, but I'm gonna try and think of something else. How about Sandy Shocks? Okay. Ghost of Suri. As I said, there's Typhlosion. Let me try and think of the Pokemon you fight as like the trial battles. Cleaver, the Surian Avalog. What's the fourth one? That's Electrode, Hisuian Electrode. Hisuian Arcanine, yeah, the Gorilla getting Cleaver. What do you write on? Braviary. Sneasler. Sneasler would have been a really good one for dual type Hisuian shit. So would Sneasel. I'm just gonna go Typhlosion. Because I feel like a lot of people would have went for the first one, but that's probably a bad one. Okay. Okay, something there was not great is probably Growlithe. Oh, Zorua! Zorua! Basculegion, okay. I mean, okay, that's in the middle. Volcanion's in... That's in the top part, okay. Numel, Groudon, Primal Groudon, okay. So Camerupt was my worst hit there. Basculegion, Typhlosion was not great either. Basculegion, I totally forgot about Basculegion somehow. Forgot you right on that one. Gorgeist, large, average, yeah, whatever. All the Gorgeist, yeah, we know. Hey, the best non-Gorgeist or Pumpkaboo hit. Actually, the best non-Gorgeist hit, to be honest. Pretty good there. Ymascalar. Oh, Ymascalar as well. Should just went for that one, but I forgot. Hey, Palkia Origin, #1. Love to see it. Hoopa. I guess that's fair. A lot of people would have guessed it, the one above. Hoopa Confined. Oh, Hoopa Unbound is surprisingly so much worse. And then Swinub. Yeah, okay, fair enough. There's a lot of decent hits there. Well, I mean, hey, a decent overall. Also, very, very funny that Palkia's Onslaught is playing right now when it was the only perfect hit that we got. It's like it knows. I love it when it's like the playlist is sentient. Okay, we're not going to be hearing the whole thing, so we're going to be pausing it out and ending the recording. But yes, that's it for today's PokéDoku and Balatrodle. Yippee! Let's get this done. Balatrodle, PokéDoku. As usual, that's nice. Well, throwback. Okay. Okay, I'm on the right track, but it's non-scaling and not times mult. Okay. What's a good option for this? Not scaling. I was gonna say a money joker. I feel like it is a money joker. Oh, wait, no. No, it can't be wild card. No. Dusk? No, Dusk is $5. Okay, yeah, it's not retrigger at least. Not Blackboard. Makes sense? Okay, not creation. That's it, it's not scaling though, so I wanna feel like it's something like money. Maybe it's Diet Cola? No, it's not Diet Cola. Okay. No. Cartomancer's other, no. Cartomancer is other, if I remember correctly. $7, no. I'm trying to find a $6 certificate is a creation, right? Yeah, I gotta guess creation though. I mean, it could be chips as well, but I want to say at the moment it's money, but I don't know what money it could be right now. Seance's creation. Scaling. $7. Rare. Okay, hold on. Scaling. Wait, this mask is only $5, isn't it? Okay, it is Econ, but so I was correct in that front. Turtle Bean is not. Okay. Trading card? I think it's trading card. Yeah, okay. Bit long, but, you know. Could have been worse, could have been worse. Okay, let's hide that. And get rid of that page. And then PokéDoku. Alright. Paldean that can learn Flamethrower. I want to say Roaring Moon? That's not spelled roaring either. I want to say Roaring Moon. I could just fuck up immediately here. Yeah, okay. It does. Paldean, no evolution line. Okay. How about Tauros Paldean combat breed? And then first in evolution line, how about... It has to be Paldean. There's not really that many Paldean forms. There's like 2 or 3 of them. And the only one that would apply here would be Wooper, so I don't want to go for that. I said, there's a lot of okay options. I'm trying to think of an interesting one. How about Capsaked? Okay. Electric type that can learn Flamethrower. Ooh, that I'm not actually too sure on. There's gotta not be that many of them. Because I know Rotom Heat doesn't. Are there any other electric fire types? Oh, I mean, Manectric and Mega Manectric are the obvious ones here. I think. I'm pretty sure that one's a fair level one. I'm just gonna go with Manectric Mega. This is probably a bad option, but I admittedly, I'm a little stymied on which options I could go for other than that. I mean, that's not that bad. That's a lot better than I was expecting it to be, but it could still be bad. No evolution line electric type. How about Xurkitree? Sure. And first an evolution line electric type. Tadbulb? Okay. Monotype that can learn Flamethrower. Fun enough, I could do regular Manectric here, and I will. Yeah, that's probably used a lot here. It's a great hit there. Okay, Monotype, no evolution line. Fun enough, Xurkitree works here as well. What would I like to choose? I could go for another Paldean Tauros. Actually, I think I will. Let's go for Blaze Breed, since that's most likely. Since that one was potentially used in the fire one, so yeah. Oh, it's not Monotype, I'm stupid. That's on me. I brain farted, yeah. Okay, whoops. I totally forgot. Oops. No, that's... yeah, okay, hold on. Monotype. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Monotype. I immediately forgot about the Monotype one. Damn, I think Manectric and Tadbulb were decent hits as well. Okay. Cacnea? Because Cacnea is pure grass. It evolved in the grass dark. Oh my god, Cacnea is such a good hit there too. Fuck, dude. Oh, there's a lot of good options here. Okay. Terrapagos, and fair enough. Okay, we got... Roaring Moon's not a great hit, but it's not the worst. Ursaluna Blood Moon. Always Ursaluna Blood Moon. Always Ursaluna Blood Moon. I mean, I guess Tauros is not a terrible hit either. It's a little bit below average, but you know, could be worse. Oh, Capsaked is not a good hit. Lola, okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, those do learn Flamethrower for some whack-ass reason. Why? Don't know, but they just do. Thunderous Incarnate, okay, yeah. So again, decent amount of options here. What did I say again? I said Xurkitree. Xurkitree didn't seem too terrible. Yeah, okay, Xurkitree didn't seem too bad. Rockruff on tempo is separate? What do you mean? Why is that a separate form? That's fucked up. Geodude again. Okay. Tadbulb, yeah, Tadbulb's not great. Castform Rainy. Castform learns Flamethrower, that's right. I I had to remember that for anything that can learn Flamethrower, because it's such a good hit for things like Ice and stuff. Partner Picture, yeah, I mean, I've used Partner Eevee in some of these before. Flow Eternal as well. I think on-tempo Rockruff should not be separate from regular Rockruff. Maybe that's just me. I don't think that should be separate. But I mean, hey, Cacnea was still for a good hit. I say none. There's a lot of good hits, actually. Because there's just so many options. It's why. But yeah, no, that's it for the PokéDoku and Balatrodle. Fun enough, the PokéDoku resets in 3 minutes. But we're not going to be doing the next one because of the fact that the Balatrodle hasn't reset. So yeah, that's it for today's one though. And then we just chill. We do have PokéDoku and Balatrodle to get to before we play Bonanza. So, music and throwback. Okay, that is at least Blueprint or Brainstorm. So let's try Blueprint. It's a legendary. It's a non-scaling legendary. So that's Trib or Perkale. It's Perkale. But it was a 50-50 there. There we go. Nice. Yeah. That's the advantage of starting off with a $6 one. $6 is a perfect little average right there. And yeah, onto PokéDoku. Close the Balatrodle. Okay, we got Mono-type Normal. Okay, what would I want to go for here? How about Terrapagos? Terrastal. Okay. Mono-type Fighting. How about Poros Paldea Combat Breed? Mono-type Psychic. What's a good one for this? Mono-type Psychic. How about Mewtwo Mega Y? Because I'm asking. Okay, there could have been better there. There absolutely could have been better there. I mean, fair enough. Obviously want to get you some variety in there, if it works. Okay, I want to do the Dunsparce, but I feel like that's not a particularly good call here. Fully evolved normal type. It can be a dual type now. It can be a dual type, so that's good. How about Arboliva? Okay. After the Dracula thing on try this and finish middle, you have to do it. You have to finish it. Something you talk about until you moved it and try something else. Ouch, that's unfortunate. Fib time? Oh hey. Get the Fib and hack run going. Okay, Final Evolution Fighting. How about Yolade? Okay. Final Evolution Psychic. The tempting thing would be to say, like Solgaleo or Lunala, but I feel like that's actually surprisingly common. I feel like Delphox is a trap here, but I'm gonna go for it. There's worse. Evolved by item, normal type. Chansey. Chansey was a really good one the last time I had something like this. Chansey was a really good one. It's a bad... is that a bad one? I don't think there's that many normal types that evolve by item. I could be wrong. Fighting type evolved by item. I think Machamp would work here, but I don't know if I want to go for Machamp. What other item could I go for here, though? Because Machamp evolves via the link cable in Legends Arceus. What else? Gallade would have been really good here, actually. God damn it. But I mean, hey, one or the other. What other options are there for fighting type evolved by item? I try and think of the fighting types first off. And are there any good ones that, Crabominable. Okay. And then Psychic type evolve item. Again, there's Alakazam here, but I want to try and think of something else. Again, Gallade would also work here. That's funny. Man, let me think some psychic types. Exeggutor, that's an option here. I don't think it's a great option, but it is an option. Not alone Exeggutor, regular. Regular Exeggutor. Okay, what else would I want here? Wordier won't work here, no. Nor does Farigiraf. Let me think. Slowbro. Galarian. Or Slowking Galarian. Boom. How about Slowking Galar? Because that's Psychic Poison, and that evolves via the, the item that you get from that lady in the cave in the Crown Tundra. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad uniqueness score, I'll be honest. Okay. Oinkologne. Yeah, okay. Porygon Z. What did I guess again? I guess Terrapogo. I mean, Terrapogo's Terrastal is like... Yeah, that's up top, so yay. Zamazenta, fair enough. Surfetched. What did I guess again? I mean, again, hey, Combat Breed's not that far down either. I do think Mega Mewtwo Y was not the best that I could have got there, because there's a lot of monotypes. Well, actually, it doesn't seem terrible. Could have been worse, at least. Could have been worse. Noctowl, oh my god. Noctowl, Swallow, Oinkologne Male. What did I guess here again? Arboliva. I mean, there's a lot of final normal type Evos. Where's the Dunsparce? Okay, I'm glad I didn't go for the Dunsparce at least. That was actually below Arboliva. Ooh, Lilligant Hisui would have been pretty good. I said Gallade. Okay, Gallade doesn't seem that bad actually, yeah, okay. Could have guessed Wordier there. I think Delphox. I think Delphox may be the worst one here that I could have guessed. I got the worst one that I did guess. Well, it's still not that bad, honestly. Heliolisk, Chansey. Okay, yeah. Heliolisk is a good one. Ursulin is a good one, yeah. Well, I mean, Chansey's still not terrible. Lilligant Hisui again. Crabominable is still pretty good, though. Number 3. Sneasler. It's actually not much worse than Sneasler for once. And Slowbro. Okay, Slowbro Galar was better. I picked the worst of the two options. But, I mean, hey, not bad. Took me a minute to think of that one, but that was not a bad day. So, yippee. Let me pause music and then end the recording for Balatrodle and PokéDoku for today. Yippee! Double dose of Balatrodle and PokéDoku in one stream, because this is the same stream as the last time we did it. Because this is right after we did DK Bonanza, so we're just going to let the music keep playing from last time. So, throwback. It's not times mult, it's plus mult. It's non-scaling, cheaper plus mult. There's a lot of options here. I'm going to go Lusty. It's a $4 and everything else is the same. How about Crazy? No, it's $3. No, it's Joker. It has to be Joker. Yep. Has to be Joker. Haha! There we go. I should have twigged when I said... Wait, no, it couldn't have been a $4. Right. I'm... Right. Yeah, no, that's on me. It could have been Jolly or regular Joker, actually. I kind of got lucky in that 50-50, but it is what it is, and we got it. So, PokéDoku time. Again. Okay. First partner, Fire. Typhlosion, Hisui. Okay. Fire Dark. There's not a ton of these. Houndoom, Houndour, Mega Houndoom. I believe there's one more. I believe there's one more fire. Chi-Yu. So I'm glad I remembered that one. I believe there's another one as well, but Chi-Yu's the one I remembered. Let's go for that. That's a bad hit. Unless there's only 4, in which case that's not terrible. Fire type can learn Psychic. Okay. Obviously, the obvious choice here would be a Fire Psychic type. But what would I want to go for instead? I guess we can come back to that. Okay. Ground type first partner, there's only like 3 options here. Swampert Mega? Okay, no Swampert Mega, so I'm gonna go Torterra. Oh, that was like the worst one. Oh, that's not good. Okay, dual type first partner. Rowlet always seems to do very well here. I don't know how, but we're gonna go for it. Okay. Dual type Dark. You know what? Houndoom Mega. Yep. Ground Dark. There's not a ton of these. Ground Dark. We can come back to that though. Dual type can learn Psychic. My go-to for this one is Primarina. Yeah. Okay, ground type can learn Psychic. Okay, let me think. Is there a good fire type I can think of that learns Psychic here? Okay, first of all, what is the ground dark type? Is there a ground type that becomes ground dark when it evolves? It's like a oh, the Sandile line. I think there's another one. Tinglu. Almost identical. Makes sense. Fire type can learn Psychic and ground type can learn Psychic. I'm actually not too sure on these. I said Delphox is like an obvious hit here. So would Victini. Actually, how about Victini? I know it's Fire Psychic, but I feel like not a lot of people remember Victini's existence. Okay. I feel like Victini's not a good choice though. Iron can learn Psychic. That one's tougher. Just because I can't think of any immediate ground Psychic types off the top of my head. I think, is there a ground type that I would normally use Psychic on if I were to have used it in a battle? That's a tough one. We might be here for a while, actually. I think a more ground type Pokemon if possible. I feel like Garchomp doesn't. I don't think I'm pretty sure Flygon doesn't. Does Zygarde? I don't think Zygarde does. I don't know. I'm legitimately unsure. There are ground type Ultra Beast? Let's see. I don't think Sandy Shocks does. That's not an Ultra Beast, I know, but is there a ground type Ultra Beast? I'm pretty sure no, since what? Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, none of them are ground. Stakataka, Blacephalon, none of them are. Blacephalon would have been good for the fire one. Shit. Yes, I think it learns Psychic. Does Landorus? I want to say Landorus Incarnate does, but I could be wrong here. But the other genies, I'm pretty sure do. I think I'm gonna go Landorus Incarnate. Oh. Okay. Glad I remembered that one. Okay. What are our choices here? Blaziken? I mean, fair enough. Kinda wish I went for that one. But, you know, should've went for my guy. Houndour, I mean, there's... Oh, there's 5. I forgot about Incineroar. Chi-Yu is the worst one. Should've went for Houndour. For Houndour. Blitwick, okay, yeah, no, there's... Chi-Yu would've been good. But yeah, Blacephalon. Volcarona, I'm a fool! I've seen Psychic on Volcarona before. I am the fool. Yeah, Victini was a bad one, but I could not think of anything, really. Anything except Chi-Yu, I already guessed it. Marshall. Okay, Torterra is the worst one, yeah. We did not get a bunch of good hits here. We got some bad ones. The Tinglu was bad. Wormadam, Sanday. Ah, Sandygast. I mean, guys, I'm glad I forgot about Golurk and Claydol and Baltoy. I thought about Golurk, but I'm like, I don't think I want to go for that. I'm not sure. I'm not confident. Okay, I'm glad I didn't go for Zygarde at least. Inferno. What did I guess here? Wow, I did not get good guesses here. Fuck, dude. I had some rough ones. Well, I guess my best one was Primarina. Because 2 people have guessed it, which one of them is me. But that's just because it reset like half an hour ago, maybe, yeah, 40 minutes ago. But yeah, hey. That's another PokéDoku and Balatrodle done today. Alright. That means we don't have to start next stream. Okay. Another one at the end of the stream. Because of the fact that we did the one at the end of the stream yesterday. So, you know, as usual, start off with the throwback. Okay. A $6 scaling option. But it's not uncommon. Is there a $6 scaling rare? Interesting. This is a very bizarre one. Is there a $6 scaling uncommon or rare? That's a very interesting question. I think it's Plusmol though. I think it has to be Plusmol. I don't know how many rare Plusmol options there are. On the plus, let's figure out if it's common. Okay, yes, it's a common scaling Plusmol that costs $6. Huh. That is interesting. Huh. What? Swashbuckler's not $6. See, popcorn is not $6. Popcorn is $5. Yeah. That's actually kind of tough. I don't know what. I'm trying to remember what commons cost $6. The only one that springs to mind is Golden Joker. But that's a money Joker. And most of the scaling ones I can think of are either not $6 or uncommon or greater. Because yeah, Erosion's uncommon, Bootstraps is uncommon. This doesn't scale. I mean, technically it scales the amount of cards in your deck, but the value on it doesn't change. So it doesn't consider scaling in that regard. Flashcard's uncommon. Spare Trousers is also uncommon. Yeah, most of these are uncommon. This is difficult. Try Swash. Yeah, no, it's not Swash, I was right. The hell? I'm kinda stumped right now, actually. I don't know. Yeah, see, no scaling. Huh. Yeah, how about that doesn't scale? Mystic Summit's 5. No? No, that also doesn't scale, so no. Never mind, that doesn't scale. Supernova is not considered scaling, it's also not uncommon. Oh, it is common, it's also not $6. Huh. Did I say green already? Green's not 6 though, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm stumped. I could not tell you for the life of me. I said most of these are uncommon or greater. Shit. I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But, no, I don't know. Yeah, all of these are 5. This is 3, these are 4. These are chips. No. This is not scaling. Times Mo and uncommon. Uncommon. Not relevant. Uncommon, even if it's scaling, because yeah, look. Fucking yeah, no. I know it's repeating the same shit, but like I'm bamboozled. Because, yeah, plus mode, but non-scaling. Have we been here for 5 minutes? God, this is a hard one. Doesn't scale. Scales, but not $6. Uncommon. No. Yeah, but no, that's not $6 either. There's not even a give up button either. I have no idea. Fortune teller? Oh my god. That's $6. I didn't even remember the card existed, but also that's $6? Fuck off. That is not a $6. Well, that card is not worth $6. Okay. Baby Poison. There's Toxel and like one more. I'm gonna go with Toxel because I remember it. I don't remember the other one, so womp womp. Poison Fairy. There's like 2. Wheezing Galar and Pheasantipity. Man, this is great. I'm doing so fucking well. I mean, in my defense, both these are 50-50s, so like, you'll win or you'll lose. Elekid. These are not 50-50s. Baby Monotype, there's a lot of these. How about Magby? Fairy from Johto, Togepi, Togetic, Cleffa, Igglybuff, actually. Wait, no. Cleffa's better because it's monotype, so it's likely there's a potential for it being picked in like other options. Okay. Yeah, Fairy monotype. Zacian, regular. Ground Poison. I'll come back to that. Ground type from Johto. Helix. There's not a lot. There's like, yeah, Steelix, Wooper, Quagsire, Mega Steelix. Wow, okay. Maybe there are more than I thought. Shit. Okay, ground monotype. Part of me wants to say, Actually, I had... How about Mudsdale here? Okay, and a ground poison. Needle Queen, Needle King. I want to say there's one more. I want to say there's one more on top of those two. I'm just going to say Needle Queen. Maybe two more. Okay. I mean, Toxel and Pheasant Dippy are both pretty bad there. But again, those two are also 50-50. Badoo. I forgot about Badoo. Okay, I said. I knew about both those ones. Carol, I mean, yeah, there's these amount of options here. We had the middle. Actually, we had just above the middle there. Chingling. Magby was the second worst hit. Yikes, dude. Oh, I should have went for Igglybuff. God damn it. That would have been a good one, too. Yeah, we're going to have one. Philo. Zacian's still... I mean, hey, if it wasn't for me guessing that, that literally would have been best. So, like, we take those. Oh my god, how did I forget about Colby and Woodburr? God damn it. I don't know how I forgot about that one. I thought about regular Woodburr. Hey, Steelix Mega, pretty good. Okay, there's more ground types than I thought. But Steelix Mega's the best hit there, so we take those. And Mudsdale was also the best hit. So, I mean, hey, despite it all, we still got some of the best hits. But, yeah, after that travesty that was the Balatrodle, at least PokéDoku wasn't that bad. But that's it for this recording and the PokéDoku and Balatrodle today. And yeah, right after, well, not right after, but a little bit after our Emerald Rogue fighting Monotype runs, Balatrodle, PokéDoku. Okay, throwback. Okay, it's $6 non-scaling. It's uncommon though. Sock. Man, why can't I do that all the time? Shit, I nailed that. Let's go. Anyway, onto the PokéDoku now. Alright. There we go. Mega Evolved Dragon type. Okay. Mega Dragonite. That's not here, sadly. Okay, I said, there's a decent amount of options here, but which one do I want to go for? How about Charizard Mega X? Okay, first person to choose that. I don't know how long it's going to take to reset. Dragon-type fossils. What about Tyrantrum? I mean, these scores are going to be fucked. I'm going to be honest, these scores are going to be fucked. Which is kind of the problem with doing things after the reset. Fire Dragon-type. Hey, Mega Charizard X would be good here. How about Gouging Fire? Gouge the Fire. Okay. Mega Evolved Dual Type. Okay. A lot of them. How about Audino? Okay. And then Sinnoh Mega. How about Abomasnow? Yeah, these scores are so fucked. This is unfair. Sinnoh Fossil. Bastiodon. Okay. Sinnoh Fire type. Rotom Heat. Fire Dual type. Heatran. And Dual type Fossil. Gimme. One of the electric ones. How about Dracozolt? Okay, there we go. We have actual numbers now. Okay. We have real, actual numbers. But, again, most of these options are going to be barely chosen. We were very quick on there. That was the fastest I've ever done that. Okay, as I said, the numbers here are kind of fucked, so... yeah. I will probably see if I can include a screenshot of the numbers in a few hours or so. Just, like, in the video, just because that's better. Okay. Dracovish, Tyrantrum, Dracozolt, okay. Hell yeah, Gouging Fire, nice. Yippee! Oh, I forgot about Turtonator. Lopunny Mega, oh no Mega, fair enough. I'm the only one who's picked that. Yeah, that's not great. Tyrantrum, Gouging Fire, the best one. Dracozolt, two people have picked Dracozolt, wow. That's not necessarily... I mean, there's a lot of dual type fire. Let's see where Heatran ranks. Heatran's actually kind of far down. I get 2 people picked Heatran, so not really. But, well, I mean, out of all the options picked, yes, but that number's going to change a lot. Abominus no Mega. Hey, nice. Shield on. Hey, close enough. There's only 4 options there anyway. And Heatran again. I was tempted to pick Heatran again. Wait, Rotom Heat still hasn't been chosen by, like, anyone. Let's go! Let's go! Anyway. But yeah, that's today's interesting number since, again, the reset just happened. But, as I said, I will include a screenshot, hopefully, of, in some hours when the numbers are more better. So yeah. That's it for today. Very fast. Very fast. But yeah, PokéDoku, Balatrodle. I think the music is, yeah, the music's turned up a little too much. Let's turn it down a bit. And then get it going, and also the Balatrodle and PokéDoku. As usual, start off with throwback for the month. It is not throwback. Okay, uncommon. I don't think it's in Oops. Okay, it's not Oops, but it's an other category. An other category, $5 uncommon Joker. So it's not hands or retriggers. Ardolia? Okay, I'm on the right track. L plus ratio. Luchador? Yep, it's Luchador. Alright. Perfect. That's that. And now it's just for PokéDoku. I was very fast on PokéDoku the other day. Okay, so for starters, bug fighting. How about Farabosa? Fighting G-Max, there's Machamp, and then there's the Urshifus. How about Urshifu Rapid Strike G-Max? Fighting type middle evolution. Okay. Girder, Machoke. Has to be middle. Has to be middle. Hakamoto. Okay. Rock Bug. There isn't a ton of these. I know there's Dwebble and Crustle. I know there's more. I feel like I had this one kind of recently, and I guessed one of those two, and I was like, wait a minute. No, there's more. There's more I could do here. Oh, Anorith. Okay. Rock-type G-Max form. There's Colossal. Well, I know there's another one. They tend to have more than one option here, but it's Colossal and like one other thing. We can come back to that. Rock Middle Evolution. Okay. Let me think. Sparkle. That wasn't a great option. Fair enough, Fire. Enjoy peace. Enjoy the lyric. Welcome on in. Bug Psychic. How about... I think Dottler's still Psychic, yeah, because I remember guessing before, I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. Dottler should be Bug Psychic, yeah, there's not a lot of these. Psychic G-Max form, the obvious one there is, Orbeetle, but I'm sure there's another one. Especially after Bug Psychic primed you for Orbeetle, like, yeah, there has to be another one here. I'm trying to remember, what were these? Oh, Hatterene. Hatterene's a good one here. Never mind, it was the worst option. Fuck me. There's a lot of Psychic middle stages. I feel like Cosmoem's gonna be a bad option here. Oh no, that's not terrible, I guess. And then Rock G-Max. I said there's Colossal and there's other one. Maybe, I feel like Colossal is going to be the worst option here. Dreadnought, wait. How did I remember Dreadnought when I was just typing Colossal? And that's crazy. Ooh, okay. Honestly, pretty close. Pretty close to the score. Okay. Oh, hey, Slitherwing is the most unique fighting bug type.
Baby!
Urshifu, Stringo, okay, yeah, there's only 3 fighting type G-Maxes. I hit the middle one. Pomo for fighting middle evolution. But I mean, I got pretty close actually. There aren't that many fighting middle evolutions, weirdly enough. There's only 8. I had the 4th one. Armaldo was the best hit. Oh, Armaldo was the best hit for Bug Rock, but Anrith is literally right next to it. Dreadnought G-Max, yeah, was the better rock one. I'm glad I thought of that. Rhydon from middle stage rock. Fair enough, fair enough. Carco's in the bottom half, but barely. Orbeetle G-Max, fair enough. Dottler, second best for Psychic Bug, and then Orbeetle G-Max was the better one for Psychic G-Max. I guess I should have thought about that, and then Metang. Hey, Cosmo. Yeah, no, not bad. Not terrible today. Not that the options were particularly amazing. The only really bad hit there was Hattering, but even then that's not terrible because there's only 2 options. It's a 50-50 after all. But yeah, nice, short, expedited Balatrodle and PokéDoku today. Yippee! Nice and speedy. Let's start guessing. The usual throwback. Yeah. Oh, it's Times Mall. Okay, if it's Times Mall less expensive common, that means it's either Photograph or Cavendish. And it's not RNG, so it's Photograph. Ding ding, alright. Yeah, that was very nice and simple hit there. Very nice and simple. Okay, close that. On to PokéDoku. Dragon Flying. Okay, what do I want to go for here? Dragonite is tempting, but I want to see, let's see, is there anything else I want to go for? How about Rayquaza? No, I feel like... I'll just go Rayquaza Mega. It's probably... Okay, that doesn't look like a good hit. Flying type from Kanto. How about... I think, is there a lower key Cantonian flying type? How about Dragonite? Oh no, Aerodactyl Mega. Oh wait, no, Pinsir Mega. I feel like Aerodactyl Mega is probably better, but Pinsir Mega. Oh no, never mind. That's pretty good. Okay, Hoenn flying type. Swablu. Ew. I don't have any flying types on Hoenn. The quick math says that might be a decent option. Okay, Dragon Fire, Charizard X. There's only like 4 or 5 as evidenced the other day. Fire type from Kanto. How about... I tend to go Charizard Mega Y, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? Charizard Mega Y. Oh, hey, it's shiny. Nice. Is that our second shiny Mega? That's crazy. Okay, now Fire type from Hoenn. Blaziken Mega. No evolution line Dragon. There's actually a decently large amount of these because of all the legendaries. How about you give me Walking Wake? Okay. Cantonian, no evolution line. I feel like Ditto is the obvious one here, but I don't think I've ever guessed Ditto for anything. Okay. And then no evolution line from Ho. How about Cast Form Tawny, because that has a chance of being guessed already. Okay, okay. We're fairly far off in the uniqueness score, so at least common. Rayquaza, okay, I mean, hey, second best there. Charizard G-Max counts for that? That's weird. Normally it counts for a Galar. Pinsir Mega. I mean, Pinsir Mega's a pretty good hit, actually. Never mind. Salamence Mega. Probably was a bad hit. I did consider one of the other ones, but yeah, that was a bad hit there on my part. Gouging Fire. Ah, I should have went for Gouging Fire. Yeah, my brain just didn't park that one. Charizard Mega X. Mega Y second, so can't complain too much. Blaziken Mega. Hey, best hit. Let's go. That's my guy. That's my goal. Gouging Fire again, okay. I mean, yeah, I said there's a lot here. There's a lot of no evolution line dragons. I mean, 1.3 doesn't seem that bad, yeah. That's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, Druddigon is always like the most guessed here for some reason. Eevee partner, oh, the partner Pokemon, right, yeah. The partner starters, okay, yeah. Ditto was not a good hit, but I just wanted to guess it for the funny. And hey, Casform Sunday was the best. Nice. Glad I went for that one. Very glad I went for that one. Okay, and that's actually, again, very quick Balatrodle and PokéDoku. I guess that's what happens when you manage to nail the Balatrodle. I mean, you already have pretty good guesses for the PokéDoku. But, yeah. That's it for this one. On to the video games. Let's get guessing for today. Throwback. Sure, start off with that. Okay. Yesterday was hologram. What is today going to be? If yesterday, yeah. Yesterday was hologram. Constellation? Oh, Constellation. Constellation's only $6? That's wild. Steel? Okay. Huh. I thought I typed M and I just held on. It's not Madness, because Madness is a rare. Is there a reason? Huh, that's weird. But yeah, it's not Madness. Madness is rare, not uncommon. I swear Madness is a rare. Huh? I swear Madness is rare. Have I just been misremembering that the whole time? Now I need to double check. No, apparently it's always been uncommon. Why have I always thought it was a rare? Huh? Whatever, I guess we're done. But yeah, no, I'm just bamboozled at that one. That's strange to me. Anyway, yeah, let's PokéDoku time. You know, I've always thought Madness was a rare. Okay. Okay, so Johto first partner, there's like, obviously, you know, 9 or so options here. Totodile. Johto dual type. How about Heracross Mega? Okay. Johto Final Evolution. Okay. Mantine. Okay. Water type first partner. How about Inteleon. Okay. Water dual type. How about Primarina here? Okay. Water type final evolution. Samurai Hisui. Okay. So almost everything so far has been water type except for Mega Heracross. That's mildly fun to me. Grass first partner. How about Deki Dui Hisui? Okay. Dual type grass type. How about Scovillain? Wait, no. I think an Ogerpon might actually be good here. Hold on. How about Ogerpon Cornerstone? Okay, and Grass Type Final Evolution. Now I'm gonna go for Scovillain. Okay, that actually looks pretty good all around. A lot of potential options. Okay, at least common. Typhlosion for Alligator. Starbird for Alligator. Okay, Totodile, not great. But okay, let's see the rest of these. Oh hey! It was the tiebreaker for Mega Heracross. Okay. Fair enough. That means it was a very good hit at least. Slowking. Okay. Fair enough. Mantine's still very good though. Mantine's still very good. Yippee. Swampert. Inteleon. Kind of towards the middle, but... No, it's still in the upper half. Okay. Big Catina and Wartortle. It's still not bad. Harmonite, okay, fair enough. There's a lot of water dual types. What did I say again? I said Premier. Premier is actually not a great choice here with all the water dual types. That's gonna be pretty far down. Yeah, that's pretty far down, all things considered. Really, Volcanians at the bottom and then water type final levels. What did I say there? Camera history. Okay, that's actually a lot closer to the top. Yeah, okay, there we go. A lot closer to the top. Okay. Deku. I should have went for the regular one, not Hisuian. Hisuian was not a great hit, especially with the regular, but that's fine. Pump through, okay, whatever. There's like 9 billion pump through forms, whatever. I know it's only like 9, but still. Wow, I picked like the worst Ogerpon form, huh? That's a shame. So there's Wellspring. Oh yeah, no, we picked like the worst Ogerpon form. That's unfortunate. And then Sinistcha. Okay. Scope's not that far away. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. It's some good, it's some bad. Okay. But all around, alright. So yeah, that's it. After the madness confusion, that's it for today's Balatrodle PokéDoku. Alright. More of this, more of this. Music time. And then throwback as well. Oh, it's a non-scaling $6 times mold. How about loyalty card? The loyalty card's only $5. Shit, my bad. Might be. Acrobat? Or is Acrobat also only $5? No, okay. No. B. Blackboard? Yep. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I mean, we did get a... It seems to be a lot of the Tiny Salt ones now. I don't know if there's a specific order to this, or if it's just random out of a category, but, like... Seems to be a, like... Seems to be grouping a lot of these Tiny Salt ones together, so... Hide that, and then PokéDoku time. There we go, alright. Mega Evolved Fighting type. How is about you give me a Gallade Mega? Water type Mega. Blastoise, Swampert. Is there a Mega that gains the water typing? Shark. That Shark doesn't gain it, but Mega Shark. Poison type Mega. Hey, Mega Victory Bell. Victory Bell Mega. I didn't think it'd be there. It'd be funny if it was. It'd be very funny if it was. Actually, how many poison type Megas do we have? I don't think it's that many. Huh. We can come back to that one. How about a fighting type final evolution? Urshifu is tempting, but let's see if I can think of something else. Final evolution. I'll come back to that one as well. Water type Mega. I mean, I know there's a lot of final evolutions for fighting. I just don't want to go for any ones that my brain's thought of right now. There's a lot of water type final evolutions as an option. So yeah, how's about you give me Lumineon? World's first Lumineon guess. Famous last words. Once a lot of people have guessed it. That's a lot of people who have guessed that, actually, considering there's a lot of water-type final evolutions. That's a really bad hit. Poison-type final evolution. Okay. I was very tempted to say Clodsire. How about Reva? Revavroom. That's not great. Fighting type ball by animal. Oh, Gallade. Not Mega, just regular. Ugh. Although to be fair, there's only like 3 or 4 of them. That's not a great number though. Water type evolved by item. I have to make sure I'm not, Urshifu Rapid Strike. Because that's the scroll of waters that you use in, Scarlet Violet. Yep, there we go. And a poison type that evolves via an item. Victory Bell, Vileplume. Is there anything else? Roserade. Roserade is. Okay. Mega evolved poison type. I'm not trying to think, there aren't that many of them. Well, there's Venusaur, but I feel like Venusaur's the hitting you in the face option, so I don't want to go for that. What other is there? Pidgeot, no. None of the Nidos. I said, if only you could go for Mega Victory Bell, that'd be funny. Fine type Final Evolution. Fun enough, Glade also works there. Don't know if I want to go for that one though. Well, I mean, I literally can't, so no. Oh, Mega Lopunny would be decent for the fine Mega Evolved one. Oh well. I was gonna say Holucha, but no, that didn't work. Komodo, I guess? That's probably a lot better that I can hit here, but I'm gonna go for Komodo. Mega Poison type. Yeah, as I said, there's not that many of these that I can think of anyway. Because I know that there's Mega Venusaur, but that's the one that's like the obvious one. I think. Pidgeot, other ones. I really have to be kind of quick because the PokéDoku resets in 15 minutes. Yeah, Venusaur and others. Do I have to go for Venusaur here? I know there's another one. Venusaur's gonna tank our score, I'll be entirely honest with you. Mewtwo, no. Kangaskhan, no. Gengar! I'm so glad I remembered Gengar's existence. Okay, our score was already not great, I'll admit. Okay, Mega Mewtwo, okay, fair enough. Hey, second best, not bad. Second best again, not bad. Best option there. Oh, Beedrill. Wow, those are like tied. I forgot about Beedrill Mega. Okay, there's not. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of options here. Oh, Breloom, that's my guy. Komodo's not a bad pick though. What did I say? Okay, Luminion's definitely like a bad hit there. I guess we're really far down. You know what I tell you? Wow, holy shit, that was a bad option. Honestly surprised, but I guess people are going for some of the more obscure ones, and Luminion is forgettable enough that it will be remembered, if that makes sense. Reverend probably wasn't a great hit either, was it? Well, not the best, but it's okay. Hisuian, Lilligant, okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, no, Glade was absolutely the worst option there. That's what killed our score. Urshifu Rapid Strike, wow. Very close to Cloyster. And Slowbro Galar. Yeah, Roserade wasn't a great one either. Oh, yeah. Slowbro Galar and Slow King Galar are so different in score. But, hey, that's it for that. Took a bit longer than I would have liked to get Mega Gengar, but it was the best guess. So, hey, we take those. But yeah, that's gonna be this recording and this PokéDoku Balatrodle for today. Balatrodle PokéDoku on Monday for once on the recording. Yippee! Music and then throwback. Okay, it's not Times Vote 1 today. Interesting. It's not scaling. It's $6 uncommon. What do I want to go for here? Big hack is 5. Okay, so yeah. So it's not re-trigger or copy effect, okay. Burglar? I was burglar! Oh right, I got lucky. Sorry, say that again.
Chloe will be here shortly.
Okay.
Also, after guessing Venti first for every daily Genshindle, I finally got it right the first time yesterday.
Congratulations.
I was so happy.
Okay, so PokéDoku, Flying Final Evolution. Fun enough, this PokéDoku puzzle is by someone called Gliscor. And I think they made it so that every option could potentially be Gliscor. But we're not gonna guess that because that's too obvious, isn't it? So Flying type, Final Evolution. Has to be a Pokemon that can evolve. How about Balatrodle? Okay. Ooh, that's actually a pretty questionable hit. Flying type, dual type. So what you're saying is pretty much every single flying type. How about my most hated Pokemon of all time, but the Therian form?
Is the goal to get lower point for this, right?
Yes. And then a Sinnoh flying type. How about man type? Okay. Ground type final evolution. Give me Clodsire. Applaud the Claude.
I love Clodsire.
We all do. Ground dual type. Fun enough, I could go Quagsire here as well. That's probably gonna be pretty common, but actually, that's not that common right now. And a Sinnoh ground type. Obviously that's like Gliscor, but are there others? Let me think very quickly. Headpuff Toss. Wow, that was a pretty bad hit. Shit. Because there's also the. I should have done Mega Garchomp.
I was gonna think the slugs. Those are from Sinnoh, right?
The slugs? Oh, Gastrodon. Yeah, Gastrodon's there. That would be a good one. That probably would have been a lot better than Headbutt Patats. I think I got like the worst possible hit there. Shit. Final Evolution can learn Earthquake. I've been holding on to this one. Mantine. Because yes, for some reason, Mantine learns Earthquake. I don't know why, but it does. It's a very good option for any sort of flying type that learns Earthquake or something like that.
And it's a final evolution.
Yeah, exactly. Dual type learns Earthquake. Fun enough, Mantine works here as well. What I want to go for with a dual type that can learn Earthquake. I mean, there's a decent amount of these, especially when you factor in like a bunch of rock types that learn it.
What's a random one?
Ooh, I have an idea. Garchomp Mega.
I spelled Earthquake wrong.
And Sinnoh Pokemon that can learn Earthquake. Wouldn't it be funny to go Gliscor here?
That'd be funny.
What I want to do here? I feel like Heatran learns Earthquake. I know Arceus does though, so let's give me God. Give me God.
Migod? I thought that was a different Pokemon.
Okay. I will say this isn't too long after the reset. It's only like just about an hour or so, so the scores might be a little funky, yeah. Wow! How can I not be surprised that Gliscor's picks being Gliscor? I am not surprised in the slightest. Anyway, least common. Flying type final evolution. Xatu is least common. I picked. Oh wow, yeah. Kilowattrel was a terrible choice there. What the fuck? Shit. Okay. Flying dual type. Wow, Charger G-Max was actually really good there. But as I said, we're not that long after the reset, so you know. Namasterian isn't that bad of a choice though. It's actually really good. Yo, Mantike is the least common Sinnoh flying type. Let's go. That's my baby
by
kind.
leveling up, I'm dumb.
Fun enough, Quagsire was the least chosen ground type final evolution. Quagsire is not that far behind either. Yeah,
was
Garchomp
bad.
Mega for ground dual type, yeah. Fair enough. What did I say for ground dual type? Oh yeah, I said Quagsire. Quagsire's... Oh no, it just changed to Iron Treads. Yeah, the scores are still updating. Quagsire was, yeah, pretty common there. It was not a great choice, but I went for it. Gastron was worse in that one. But yeah, Garchomp Mega would have been better Sinnoh ground type. Wow, yeah, no, I picked literally the single worst ground type from Sinnoh. Gastron would have been so much better. Fuck. Even Gliscor would have been so much better. Shit. Executor Alola for can learn Earthquake Final Evolution. Okay, there's a lot of number ones here. We'll see when they probably will have picked it. Mantine is Mantine 0.3%? Oh, Mantine 0.2%, so I haven't passed it there, okay.
I think that's probably also like 2 people who said it. I think is what that means.
It looks like it's 4 people, 3 or 4 people. It's also just not
See it on the
here,
list.
interestingly. Oh, it's because it changed when I asked for Tina Cook. Yeah, 5 people have guessed Mantine. Slowbro Mega for dual type that can learn Earthquake. I said Mega Garchomp, which actually, again, surprisingly not that common, considering a lot of people would have chosen it for previous options. But there's a lot of dual types that can learn Earthquake. Shocking, I know. And then, can learn Earthquake Sinnoh. Wormadam Trash
Kamala
is a good
can learn
option
it?
there.
Oh wait, that's not a dual type though.
What is?
Kamala
Oh yeah, no, that's not.
can learn it apparently.
It's not a dual type. Okay, but that's it for today's PokéDoku and Balatrodle. Yeah. I'm glad I finally got to guess Mantike and Mantine in the same one. And I actually remembered to do so. Yay! We got our Balatrodle PokéDoku start to do, as always. And music also. Oop, there's music. And here's a throwback for rare troubles. Okay. Oh, Steven. There we go, yeah. I can remember what jokers, what common jokers began with E. Honestly, I can't remember any jokers that began with E other than egg, but when the note wasn't egg. But hey, that's that done. Alright. PokéDoku time. Okay, we got Dark Ghost. There's not a lot of these, but let's go Sableye Mega. Ghost Fighting, there's like 2 of these, so this one's literally a 50-50. Give me Annihilate. Oh, I'm not getting the right 50-50. Ghost Fairy, I think there's also only 2 of these. Mimikyu and Fluttermane. There might have been a 3rd one for Ghost Fairy, I don't know. Dark Grass, there's a decent amount of these. I still don't know why Zarude Dada is technically a separate fucking form. It literally just has a little neckerchief on it. But it's a Grass Dark type, so... Okay, Grass Fighting, there's actually a decent amount of these. So there's Breloom, there's Virizion... I mean, that's at least 2 right there. Could go Breloom, might go... There's also Virizion. I said there's also another one, my brain is blanking on it at the moment. I'm gonna go Virizion. Probably a bad option, but I'm gonna go for it. Grass Fairy, there's... No, there's at least 2. Is there a 3rd one? I don't think so. That's actually not that bad, I think. Normal Dark, I think there's like 3 or 4 of these. How about... Zigzagoon Galar? Normal Fighting type. Oh, Meloetta. Pirouette. Normal Fairy... Jigglypuff line? Or I guess technically Igglybuff line, but I think that's it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Okay, wow, yeah, there's not really a very high most unique stuff. There's not really a very low most unique source, so that's got pretty close, all things considered. Okay, yeah, Sableye Mega was in the middle, regular Sableye, fair enough, that's the least closer. Yeah, Marshadow Annihilate, so 50-50. Hey, Fluttermane was the least common for Ghost Fairy. Oh, there's 2 different Mimikyus for Ghost Fairy, right. Zarude, okay, normal Zarude is better than Zarude Dada, fair enough. Dekidu, Hisui, Virizion, second best, okay. Moralo type Tapu Bulu. Okay, I mean, Cottony's in the middle. Cottony's in the middle. They're actually also really quick today. Eradicate Alola. I forgot about them. The Alolan Rats. Lopunny Mega for normal fighting, but Meloetta Pirouette was still second best. And then Igglybuff was the best for normal fairy.
How'd you do?
There's not really a particularly low most unique score, so I think that's pretty good. A Ninetale was our worst hit in quotation marks, but it was literally a 50-50, so like... I'd say our worst neutral hit would have been Zigzag and Galar. But I mean, other than that, we had a pretty good session today. Pretty quick as well. Pretty quick.
What was the 50-50? Oh, Marshadow.
Marshadow and Annihilate, yeah. But yeah, that was a very quick session today. Also fitting music. But yeah, after Kirby, it's Balatrodle and PokéDoku, and I may or may not be a little exhausted, so we'll see how long this goes. Go back start. More expensive, Plusmo that doesn't scale but is still uncommon. Huh. 6 or 8 Fibonacci? Okay, it's $7, but it is Plusmo. I'm on the right track at least. Has to be Plusmo. It has to be uncommon. Trying to think of uncommon Plusmo Jokers. There's not a lot of them, is there? Erosion? No, erosion scales. Erosion scales. It's not erosion. Same with bootstraps. Can't be bootstraps. It's also $7. Which one is $7? That scales. Flashcard scales. Spare trouser scales. Onyx Agate? Yeah, okay, but I think it had to be Onyx Agate. Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, no, it has to be that. Okay. Time for PokéDoku now. Don't worry, I know you're seeing, like, nothing there, but there we go. Watch it for a bit. Sounds like fun, Galarian Rock type. There's the Carco, well, it's like a Roly-Poly line. I want to say there's another one. Don't tell me. Galarian Rock, that's not the Colossal line. I know there's also G-Max Colossal. We can come back to that later. Main Jokers left. That's pretty good. Galarian Bugs. Okay. There's the Orbeetle line. There is... Shit. I know there's more. My brain, I said, my brain's a little laggy because I just did the fucking 10-hour Kirby stream. Orbeetle line. I don't think any DLC's introduced one. Those only introduced the legendaries as far as I'm aware. And the Galarian Slow Twins. I think, is there a Galarian regional form in this book? We can come back to that. Yeah, Galarian is a little bit of a weak spot for me, especially when I'm this tired. Sand Scorch. How about... Not Sand Scorch though. Well, we're not going to do Sand Scorch for here. How about... Falafel G-Max. And then for dual type G-Max form, we'll do Appleton G-Max. Okay. And then Poison G-Max, there's like, what, 3 or 4 of these? There's Garbodor, there's Gengar, there's Venusaur. I think, are there... Ooh, no, there's not Galarian, never mind. Galarian Slow folks don't have a G-Max form. I think there's like 3. I'm gonna go Garbodor G-Max. Probably not a... Wait, no. That didn't seem like a great idea. I think maybe better to go for one of the, I think maybe better to go for Gengar or Venusaur, because some people might, no, some people might have picked it in the dual-type G-Max forms up here. Whereas Garbodor are single-type. Venusaur G-Max, yeah. Give me Venusaur G-Max. Okay. Oh, there's Toxtricity! Well, a bit late now, but hey. Poison Rock. There are like 3 of these. Okay, give me Glimmet. Actually, give me Glimora. I think Glimmet's gonna be chosen more for people being like, okay. I mean, that's like a 1 in 3, so that's very close. Poison Bug, Beedrill Mega? Yeah, Beedrill Mega. Okay, yeah, there's surprisingly few amount of Poison Bug types, interesting. Rock Dual type, okay. What do I want to go here? I go Nihilego. Actually, I think I will. Yeah, okay, I think that's your choice. Dual type Bug. I feel like no, I don't want to go for. I feel like I want to go for a Bug Poison here, but also like no. The only ones I can think of are pretty easy. Dual type Bug, Low Kicks. I feel like Low Kick's gonna be weirdly common if I go for it. I'm gonna go Slitherwing instead, actually. Okay. Galarian Bugs. Okay, let's go Santa Scorch, G-Max. And then for Galarian Rock. I know there's more than just the Colossal line, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna guess and I'm gonna be like, fuck, I remembered. Problem is, I never played Sword, so I don't really remember all that much of what Gordy uses, but most of what he uses, I know it's Ace of G-Max Colossal is the thing. I'm just gonna say Roly-Coly and be done with this. Oh no, I feel like Colossal G-Max is better here because of the fact that it could be in one of the G-Max sections over there. Let me double check, see if there's any that have appeared here that may or may not fit that bill. None of the fossils are rock. Okay. Yeah, none of those fossils are rock because they're all like dragon, water, or electric. Let's go Colossal G-Max then. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. Honestly, that's pretty close. 82 to 66. Okay. Least common. We got Dreadnought. Fuck. Stone Journal, but I mean, Colossal G-Max, second best. Forgot about Dreadnought though. I knew there was another one. Forgot about Dreadnought. Rosmo. I mean, those two are like right next to each other. Those two are like right next to each other. That's fine. Perkin Star 92. Nice. Hopefully you can score enough. Okay, yeah, those two are like right next to each other. Hey, the best one. All right. Skorupi. For once, Skorupi's the best. Damn you, Scorpions. What did I guess for that? Slitherwing? Slitherwing's pretty good there, actually. Given there's a lot of dual-type bugs, Slitherwing's pretty good. Yeah. Iron Thorns. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Iron Thorns is pretty good there. Nihilego goes, okay. Yeah. Fun enough. Just slightly above Glimmet and Glimora. Which is funny because it would have been guessed beforehand. Okay, yeah, I said that one was a 1 in 3, so we hit the middle one, that's fine. Fenirax, Skorupi. Ooh, Mega Beedrill wasn't great. And Venusaur G-Max. Hey! Most of our G-Maxes were like the best. You love to see it. Nice. Okay. Anyway, that went pretty well. But yeah, no, that's it for the Kirby Switch 2-Day Balatrodle and PokéDoku. Yippee! Okay, yeah. Balatrodle, PokéDoku. I have to turn on the music before I do that because sometimes I just forget. Okay, there we go. Now I have. There we go. Throwback star. Okay. Common, cheaper, plus multi. How about Wrathful? I'm on the right track though. $5. Hold on. Could be Mystic Summit. It was. Alright. Love to see it. Nice and speedy. Nice and speedy there. Okay. Boop. Okay. We have a Steel type Legendary. How about you give me a Necrozma Duskbane? That's Steel Psychic. Okay. Steel type from Unova. How about Ferroseed? Okay. Steel Fighting. Cobalion's the obvious one, which people might have put in the Unova or Legendary part. But there's also not a ton of Steel Fighting types. As I said, there's Cobalion. I know there's another one somewhere. I'm trying to remember what it is. We can come back to that though. How about a Water type Legendary? Legendary, notably, not mythical, so I can't go for like Volcanion or whatever. Tapu Fini. Okay. Water type from Unova. I feel like Basculin's gonna be the obvious one. How about Frillish? Okay, and then a Water Fine type. Tauros Paldea Aqua Breed. Okay. Legendary Psychic type. How about Necrozma Dawnwings? That's Ghost Psychic. Okay. Psychic type from Unova. How about Victini? Psychic Fighting, how about Medicham Mega? I mean, there's not a lot of them. I feel like Gallade was probably better, but yeah. Cobalion's like the obvious one here, to be honest. I'm trying to think, what is the other Steel Fighting type? I think Cobalion was the first one? Was it the first one? Is the other one a Legendary? There's Lucario. Never mind, Lucario was first. How about Lucario Mega? Okay. Okay. I feel like we got like one bad hit with uniqueness. Okay. Least comment. Hey, Necrozma Duskbane. Nice. Pawniard. Okay, Pawniard was a good one there. Ferroseed wasn't terrible though. Zamazenta Crown. Right. Zamazenta Crown. Okay. Urshiva Rapid Strike. Tapu Fini's still pretty good though. I say there's a massive gap between first and Tapu Fini, but yeah, okay. Urshiva was way better there. Tortuga, Caracosta, Keldeo, Ordinary. Okay, Frillish was not a great one. Well, at least it wasn't Oshawott. Yeah. Hey! Best Water Fighting type there. Nice. Calyrex Shadow, There's a decent amount of Psychic Legendaries. Okay, Necrozma Duskmane, kind of in the middle. Actually, no, it's above the middle. We're good. Woobat, okay, fair enough. Victini's not a terrible hit either. I mean, hey, it's the one that the person showed. Mega Medicham was not good. Mega Mewtwo could have been better. Yeah, Mega Gallade was also been better. Shit. Whatever. Either way, though, that was not terrible, and also was pretty speedy. But yeah, that's it for today's. On to more Kirby now. The last Balatrodle and PokéDoku of August. Okay. So that means the last time we're gonna start off with Throwback, at least for now. It is not Throwback, okay, but it is potentially a cheaper plus mall. Okay, it's $4, so mad. Okay. Yeah, it's been a lot of these ones recently, because yesterday, fun enough, yesterday I guessed Mad Joker, and it was I think it was Crazy. But yeah. Hey. It seems that there's like a weird occasional like pattern where it just takes like a group at a time, like days in a row. But yeah, PokéDoku, Ghost Flying, Drifloon, Drifblim. Part of me wants to say there's one more, but I don't actually know if there is. I want to say there isn't, but I know I'm missing one. I'm gonna say Drifblim, but yeah, there's like 3. I don't know, a lot of people guess Drifloon. Anyway, flying first in evolutionary line. Okay, what do I want to go for here? How about? I'm trying to think. Is there something that evolves in a later gen? I'm gonna go for Murkrow. Not a bad hit, actually. Mono-type flying, there's an okay amount of these, but not a lot. How about Tornadus-Therian? Yeah, there's like 4 of these, so that's fine. 4, maybe 5. Sinnoh Ghost-type. How about... I mean, there's Giratina All-Out, Giratina Normal... Sorry, Giratina All-Out is normal. Giratina Origin. Mismagius, Rotom. Sinnoh first in evolution line. Okay. Badoo. Okay. Sinnoh monotype. Okay. Regigigas. Okay. Ghost grass. Okay. How about Gorgeist large? Grass first in evolution line. How about Pumpkaboo small? Okay. And grass monotype. How about Serena? Because I always seem to rate lowly, and I finally remember to guess it for once. I seem to be rated kind of high there. Okay. Pretty quick ones for today. 91. Okay, we hit like one bad thing. Okay. Oricori. Oh, Oricori. Okay, yeah, Drifloon was pretty bad, but Oricori was Sensei. Yeah, I knew there was another one, but I couldn't remember what it was. Murkrow was the best hit. That's crazy. It's barely the best hit, but it is the best hit. Wow. Okay, yeah, as I said, there's only 4 here. Frostlass. That's not a bad one. Rotom was not a great hit there, but it is what it is. Stunky. Okay, fair enough. There's a lot of options here. Badoo is pretty bad, actually. Shit. We did not get a bunch of great ones today. Powdon. What did I say? Regigigas. Okay, I mean, Regigigas doesn't seem terrible. Okay, yeah, no, that's not that bad. Regigigas is pretty good. Poltergeist, of course. Okay, we guessed the worst Gourgeist, which seems to be a trend. I always seem to hit the worst possible Gourgeist, and I don't know how. That sucks. Toadskull. Okay, fair enough. There's a lot of grass first Evo lines, and Pumpkaboo Small is pretty bad. Well, hey, as I said before, Serena, pretty high on, like, pretty, not very often guessed, so that's good. But yeah, that's our last, PokéDoku and Balatrodle for August. I guess that's the end of this video then, so goodbye, YouTube, then.